I I am so proud to say that this man is an Emmy Award winning broadcaster. And his work on CBS Sports on the NFL Today, as well as, of course, Good Morning Football, merits him being the best studio analyst for 2020. He is Nate Burleson here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Nate?
I'm good, my brother. I appreciate that introduction.
Of course.
It still sounds surreal every time I hear that. So thank you, though.
Of course.
Now that I have you, I appreciate you, man. One of the first people that I met when I went to the NFL Network back in 2003 for the first time. It was you, and you've been in my corner ever since. So I appreciate our friendship.
Well, Nate, that's part of the reason why I want to, have you on and talk about this because, you came on when you were playing. Were you with the Lions, the Vikings? What were you on? Who were you with in 03?
I was with the Vikings at the time.
Okay.
Back in 2003, yeah.
Right, and you just decided, and we were reaching out to NFL players with a voice, a personality, with smarts, and with the desire to do the job. And invite them into our studio as much as possible. And I remember you were up to the task and having fun and standing out. And if I had told you that day you were going to be an Emmy Award winner one day, what would you have told me, Nate Burleson?
I would have told you were lying because I didn't think I was going into TV at all. Once I got done playing, I was thankful that, I made decent money and I took care of it. Proper investment. So going into TV was something I did because I really enjoyed speech communications in college. So I knew that I would be using my voice in some form or fashion. A lot of guys go into coaching, maybe motivational speaking. But once I went to the NFL Network back in 2003, I realized that it was unique in the sense that not only were the hosts different than every other network, but the players were able to come in and not be placed in a box. We all had a chance, if we wanted to work at the craft of being on TV, but most importantly, show our personality. And over the years, I've been able to take pieces of all of the individuals that I've seen sit at those tables, and obviously you being one of the main guys. So, I look at life like I used to look at football. Mm-hmm. There's certain people that you can sit back and watch from a distance, and if you're blessed enough, they'll drop some gems on you. And a lot of people at the NFL Network helped me get to where I am right now.
Well, and it's not just that too, Nate. And then we'll move on and talk some football. But you take a look at the television landscape, certainly in the NFL for sure. I think it's true of basketball as well. You've got to have like a gold jacket or a bust to break through, to just get started, and that is not what you have in your football resume. But did you run into any of those roadblocks at all that as you're building your brand and building your career? Did that ever hit you at all?
For sure. Yeah. Once I left the game, I was told if you have a ring or a gold jacket, you'll have a better opportunity to find a seat at any network. And then it's from there, you have to put in the work to keep it. Now, I knew when I left the game, I didn't have either. 11-year career, respected by my peers, fine. But I'm not going to walk into a network and get the same type of response that a Deion Sanders, and Michael Lever, and Marshall Faulk is going to get. So what did I do early on in my career as an analyst and a broadcaster? I tried to do as much as I can. I paid attention to what the host was doing. I tried to read the teleprompter while they were reading it. I was focused on all the little things. So I didn't look like your typical athlete talking about the sport. And I did everything from digital to pregame, postgame. I did halftimes. When somebody couldn't show up, I filled in. Mm-hmm. And I think one of the biggest things I did, it's a very small thing, but one of my mentors, he was like, look, I know you're a ball player and a wide receiver at that. You love to stand out. You're a diva. But chill out with the loud suits, bro. Like you're like Steve Harvey in the Kings of Comedy days. Like, chill out with the loud suits and take off some of the jewelry because you're eloquent, you're articulate, you're actually saying something. But if you have a big ring on and big earrings and you're wearing a chain, then it could be quite distracting. I remember that day, I changed the way that I looked because I did want people to pay attention to what I was saying.
Huh. And it's interesting. I didn't have that, when I got started with, chains or the way I looked. It was the jokes that I constantly did on SportsCenter. It was a 100% nonstop joke fest for me. I mean, I was a stand-up comic in college, Nate.
Of course.
And so I had to pull back in terms of everything being a gag. Like I had to pull back on that so what I was saying would get through. And that is a key to, getting to where you want to get in this business. And now,
Rich, do you feel like after kind of earning your spot and then earning the respect and then really solidifying yourself as one of the biggest voices in all of sports, do you feel like you could tap back into that later? Because I do feel like now I can tap back into those spaces where
yes.
I want to dress a little bit more fashionably or even wear my hair a little bit more stylish. I can embrace certain things that maybe I couldn't do early on.
Damn straight. Absolutely. Nobody's telling me you joke too much now. I mean, and you've established yourself and, and now it's terrific. I do look forward to seeing what you do next and what you want to do. And, and in terms of, being able to give you advice on all of that, you tell me. I've never won. So you tell me, Nate.
Well,
I'm 0 for 6. I'm 0 for 6, so you'll have to inform me, okay? I've never.
They're trying to ice you out like they did Leonardo DiCaprio, man.
Yeah.
We got to get you on it. Here's the thing. I would have assumed before this conversation
yes.
that you got 5 of those things.
No, very much not. So basically you're telling me I've got to start working with Scorsese. I don't know if he's going to do anything with NFL Network.
You got to wrestle a bear like Leo did. You got to do something.
In the meantime, I've just got the Chicago Bears to just lean back on.
There we go.
There you go.
That's why you deserve it.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.